for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go seal it, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. We're ready for
All right, this is Lance on your video with this edition of New Music Monday, which is a subsidiary of Shok Wave, which is our weekly blog that covers reggae, dancehall, soca, calypso, ska, reggae rock, and anything influenced by Caribbean music and in any language. This is the best of 2018. Of course, my co-host is here with us. Why don't you tell us what your name is and what you're going to do?
Hi, I'm Courtney, also known as Sea Lioness. I'm from Cocoa Beach Reggae, and today I'm going to be giving you my top 5 for 2018.
Beautiful. And of course, there are some overlaps, but we'll get into that when the time comes. Right now, we are going to kick 2018 best of with the rhythms, the best rhythms in the music for 2018. The first one is reggae, of course. And of course, the thing with this rhythm was there were 18 songs and 16 of them were good. And when there's that many good songs on one rhythm, it's tough to pick, it's tough to pick just a couple because you don't want to play all 16. This one's called The Love Train, courtesy of Riff Raff, who is the keyboard player for Stephen Marley. And here's a track from somebody we haven't heard any really good stuff in a long time. His name is Elephant Man. You might remember him. This is one of his catchier ones. It's a song you will recognize. It is called Only You on New Music Mondays.
She's an Elephant Man. Only you, girl, if you're only you, my love is for you. Only you, girl, if you're only you, my love is for you. Girl, when you're not around, I'm missing you even more. I need you some more, a little bit more. Every day I love you just a little bit more, and you love me the same. Cause your love is my love, and my love is your love. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she love me the same. Girl, not to mention say your body hot, and every time you come around me I go pity pot. Cause anytime you touch the road you make no man a flock. Them want implore you, girl I assure you, girl I adore you. Anything me have a yearn, no hesitate to call me anytime your body yearn. Loving me I give you, girl, me know you a return. Stick you with a muscle that way up in your firm. Only you, girl, if you only you, my love is for you. Only you, girl, if you only you, my love is for you. When you're not around, I'm missing you even more. I need you some more, a little bit more. Every day I love you just a little bit more, and you love me the same. Cause your love is my love, and my love is your love. Every day I love her just a little bit more, and she love me the same. Girl, call me when you are alone. Go a turn you on just like the scent of me cologne. Tell me where you're drinking, baby, I can make it pour. Couple strawberries with a splash of the Patron. Driving me crazy when you moan. You know ramp and fling it for me, girl, you set the tone. Turn off the light, that's where the phone. Well professional, how you a grip the microphone. When I'm overseas, she cannot wait till me come home. Head body to bang up near my beer, but girl, you're grown up. You don't really care where them I say I'm here alone. Giving your attention from me stepping at the zone. Only you, girl, if you only you, my love is for you. Only you, girl, if you only you.
All right, it's the Elephant Man with the reggae rhythm of the year called Love Train, his track called Only You. What's your thoughts? How you feeling that one?
I'm going to have to say that I agree. That's one of the better Elephant Man tracks I've heard in a while. So, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked that he's, like, making a return.
Yeah, he's been gone for a little while. He's actually put out a couple of songs. And what's interesting is a lot of his stuff lately has been very poppy. And that one is a bit poppy for sure. But the other ones are much more crossover, a little more dancehall. And, but, coming out of the Scare Dem crew, I was kind of surprised by him that he was kind of the one that came out and really made a name for himself, with the other guys, Nitty Kutchi and Boom Dynamite. And There was 4 of them. But anyway, we're going to move on. Getting inside the soca rhythm of the year.
But they reach in so many ways. I could tell you they come from far.
It's called The Full Joy.
So creative when it comes.
Mr. Brother B, he's also the producer.
So
Couple of nice rhythms on this one.
Yeah.
Out to Grenada,
Yeah. Well,
the Spice Island, which isn't typically an island. I like their soca music. A little too hardcore for me, but I love this one.
welcome to my place. Most may call it Grandpapa, but they reach in so many ways. I could tell you they come from far. My people so creative when it comes to their culture. From Victoria to Summer, written love and unity together. How could I forget back more radical and show them how the thing go? In the month of April, Bonfire Eve is the biggest show. Food fiesta every other month. Come and get your dish, cause when you're rich in my parish, Lord, why is being nice, please? Just come, just come, just come. I want you to come. Just come and tell you you will have your fun. Just come. I'm from the Isle of Spice. In Sunset City, it is nice. This is my contribution. Feel welcome here in my life. Known as the smallest parish in Grenada on the western coast. But so much greatness this place possess, man, it give me reason to boast. How can I forget Hurricane football team, the legendary? And those who paved the way in music, Akima, Hello, Super Player. Even the highest mountain Catherine when there's hiking time. And the tallest waterfalls of the man, you could go check it sometime. Just come, just come, just come. I want you to come. Just come and tell you you will have your fun. Just come. I'm from the Isle of Spice. In Sunset City, it is nice.
His name is Brother B. Welcome. It's the Full Joy rhythm. Kind of got a little Afro soca sound. What's your thoughts on the rhythm? How you liking that one?
I love it. It makes me want to dance. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it's all about. For sure, is about the dancing with the soca music. And there was a couple more. He had 2 on there. I don't remember the other songs, but they were all really good. And you know, people know me as a reggae DJ, whatever personality, but I love soca music. You know, especially when it has that right sound and what I call the raga soca sound. Some call it groovy, and you know, I was really turned on to it by Barbados, and Crossfire was a band that really kind of came out. They called it raga. Trinidad got a hold of it and called it groovy.
I'm a Bungie Garlin fan.
Yeah, Bungie's got that dance hall vibe, and he'll tell you that he was highly influenced by Bounty Killer and Beanie Man. That's who he wanted to be.
Makes sense,
You know what I mean? And, you know, he's actually done quite well for himself, you know. So anyway, we're going to move into the last rhythm for 2018. It's a take off of the original General rhythm. They're calling it Rub-a-Dub General. And this is actually the producer, Mr. Bucky Joe. And he's a singer. It's called Love Flows, New Muzik Mondaze. Most of you should recognize this rhythm. This is a big rhythm from Mr. Dennis Brown originally.
I got to let you love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub a dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows. I never leave your side, I know what do you wrong. You are cuss, but still me no response. This love's real, and we must reach a distance, but you still keep up resistance. I got to let you love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub a dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows. Just love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub a dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows. Girl, anytime we date, you know that I never late. Are you me really love with you extra ordinary shape. And when you get the love, you say it's sweeter than a cake. It's sweeter than the song we on a tape. Yo, yo, this love so great, love you can't underrate. Well, let's compromise and just set things straight. This love so great, love you can't underrate. Only wanna be with you. I got to let you love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub our dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows. Just love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub our dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows. I never leave your side, I know what do you wrong. You are cuss, but still me no respond. This love's real, and we must reach a distance, but you still a keep up resistance. I got to let you love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub our dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows. Just love me and trust me, 'cause that's the only way love grows. So when you hug me and rub our dub squeeze, that's when the good love flows.
Sounds of Mr. Bucky Joe and the Rubber Dub General Rhythm, the lick over rhythm of the year for the General. It was just quite a few good songs on that rhythm. That's kind of why it stood out, that being one of them. It was about 4 or 5 of them. So it was just, you know, kind of sometimes we kind of just say, hey, you know, this feels like it needs to be somewhere in this. And we kind of came up with the idea of doing the lick over rhythm. You know, rhythms are obviously very popular. You know, everybody's got a favorite rhythm for the year, so we always try to include those. You know, there's definitely categories we like to try to include, being consistent each year for the best of each year with Shok Wave, and now that's why we're making it this week's edition of New Muzik Mondaze. And there's a couple other categories we'll have for sure, like female artists, new artists, best album, you know, and then we also do the other styles of music, ska, it's a little reggae rock. If we've got time, we'll include all those.
I want to ask a question. You don't have to answer it right now, but I would be curious to know your overall impression of just the entire year of 2018. You know, like, was it a great year for reggae music? Was it not so great? Like, what were some big changes you saw happening? Maybe it's not. You can save that answer.
Oh, I'm ready.
Answer it now.
I'm ready.
Okay.
2018 was a great year for music. Great. Like, the year started off really good, and it just never stopped. You know, some weeks were a little slow, but that's to be expected. You know, and you have to remember, I don't get absolutely everything. I do go through a lot of music each week, but it was a great year for roots reggae. It wasn't the best year for dancehall, which was kind of surprising. A lot of good rhythms, just not the songs to match. Soca was on par, you know, wasn't an exceptional year, but it was still a good year. Ska-wise, I think it was a great year, especially if you like the two-tone, a little bit older, and even the third wave of ska. Practically every major ska band came back in 2018. Every one of them. Anybody that really had a name. You know, English Beat came back in 2017. The Selector came back. Rhonda Docker of the Specials came back. Madness is back. Everybody's back. Real Big Fish, who we'll talk about later, made a big return. Big return, in my opinion. You know, on the reggae rock side, an average year, in my opinion. Some big records. Slightly Stupid had a really good record. I think one of their best, in my opinion. But, you know, there was a big significance of women that made an impression this year. A lot of women.
I would agree with that.
You know, there was, and I'm not going to say too much because I want to keep stuff for female artists. New artists of the year are all in there, are in that category. Now, a female wins Artist of the Year, not just Female Artist of the Year, but wins Artist of the Year, in my opinion, this year. So it says it's a big year. And, you know, and then you take some of the other musics, you know, the other one that was really big for me was what I call Culcha Latino, which is a Latin and Spanish reggae. Big. They actually had big rhythms themselves. Lots of good music. Unbelievable amounts of good reggae. So, anyway, we're back inside the music. Album of the Year. I got a question for you. Each year, there's 5 nominations for the Grammy. This year they are. Do you know them?
Well, for reggae,
Yeah,
I know Protege was one.
right. Protege is one.
It wasn't. It was one of the older artists too.
Black Uhuru.
And
Sting and Shaggy.
oh yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Sting and Shaggy.
And then
Yep.
there's Itana.
Oh, I didn't know she was nominated.
Yeah,
Nice.
first time in 21 years a woman's been
Wow.
nominated. And the last one is Ziggy. Okay.
Got to have a Marley in there always.
Who would you like to see win, and who do you think will win?
I personally would like to see Protege win.
I know that. I knew that part. But who do you think will win?
I'm thinking Sting and Shaggy. Shaggy and Sting.
Okay.
Who do
Well,
you think?
We'll reveal who I would like to see win it, because I think I love all of them. I think I'm going to play who I think is the most deserving. Who I think will win. I'll put it to you like this. I think Itana would be 5th. Protege is going to be 4th. I say Ziggy. No, I'll say Black Uhuru 3rd. Ziggy 2nd. And I think I'm going to agree with you on the Sting and Shaggy, that they will win this. I think because of their level, where they're at in the music industry,
Yep.
and the music itself,
The music's good.
it will put them in that position.
If you like pop music.
And here's who I think should win. This is off of their album, As the World Turns, song called Betrayal. It's been 18 years since they put out an album, and it is a great album. This is one of those like that Rhythm Love Train. So many good songs. Which one do you play? I picked this one. It's called Betrayal from the album As the World Turns. And this is with Ducky Simpson at the forefront singing. I don't know why he waited so long. Sounds like he should have been doing this from the start.
We met, she loved, then I love. A Rasta man I am, yeah. We met, she loved, then I love. The opposite, she was, yeah. We met, she loved, then I love. A Rasta man I am, yeah. Rasta man I am, yeah. We met, she loved, then I love. The opposite, she was, yeah. I hear it too. Rasta was her new look. From my guidance and protection, I gained her satisfaction. Through another year and a half ago, the people around me all know she was calm as a dove. I guess we were in love. She dreadlocks by day, and she blonde by night. Hey oh hey, hey oh hey. Oh. We met, she loved, then I love. A Rasta man I am, yeah. A Rasta man I am, yeah. We met, she loved, then I love. A bingy, a bingy. We met, she loved, then I love. A Rasta man I am, yeah, 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 yeah. We met, she loved, then I love. The opposite, she was, yeah. Star in between. People around said I had Another year and a half it too. Then she was my new look. She had a whole of fire, and some people wonder why. There was no crying, but she did a bit of sighing. She dreadlocks by day, and she blondes by night. Hey oh hey, hey oh hey. Oh. For I know Jah will guide. He will always be by my side. I guess it was inflation in a similar situation. My imagination in the valley of decision. How can we make so much wrong? Higher than Blue Mountain strong. She dreadlocks by day, and she blondes by night. Hey oh hey, hey oh hey.
Culture Shock.
What can you do? Where can you go? You often cry but never show. The path you trod seems only you know. You ask, how do I reach the promised land? With song in heart, guitar in hand, the dream in fertile soil you sow. So I say, keep dreaming, keep dreaming, my son. If you let that passion die, you can only blame the eye. That's you. Keep searching, keep on standing strong. Upward movement toward the sun. What have you learned upon the road? Why do you carry such a load? Just bring with you the things that you need. Bring only your guitar and book, some experiences to write a hook. With these things, multitudes you will feed. So I say, keep dreaming, keep dreaming, my son. If you let that passion die, you can only blame the eye. That's you. Keep searching. Whoa, now keep on standing strong. Upward movement toward the sun.
Yeah, man, big tune for both of us. And if you tuned into the first edition New Muzik Mondays, a subsidiary of Kulcha Shok's weekly blog called Shok Wave, oh Lord, you would know that this has got to be in there somewhere for me. You know, and just a quick reminder, if you want to see all this music again, you can check it online at kulchashok.com/blog. The Shok Wave blog is up for 2018. And, of course, this is all there. Everything we're going to have, and it might even be a little bit more. So it depends on how much of this we get through. And now that you're hearing it some more, what do you think?
Now that I'm hearing what?
There,
Oh, now that I'm hearing it again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's growing on me for sure. I love this song. This album's great.
Yeah.
You know, if you want like a chill vibe, sometimes I want to be a little more you know, like energetic, but this one's a good chill
Yeah,
album.
well, the more chill, you know.
Yeah, Lanza likes to keep it chill.
But these guys, that is Earthcry from their album Survival System, won Band of the Year. The album was also in the running for Album of the Year. Earthcry coming back to the U.S. in March, and they're going to be direct support on the Rose Petal Tour for Mr. J-Boog. So look out for that. In the meantime, who is your favorite, you don't have to say oldies, but older reggae singer or reggae artist or reggae band? Who's like a oldies favorite of yours?
An oldies favorite of mine.
Like,
I mean, I really like Peter Tosh.
Mm-hmm.
I really like, I mean, I like Black Uhuru.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, those are big.
Yeah.
Yo, for sure. You kidding me? Those guys are the biggest. Some of the biggest.
Yeah. And
What about like singers? You know, because there were a lot of singers in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
I feel like you want me to say a particular singer.
No, I don't. I do kind of. I am leaning towards the singers because it's going to lead us into our next category.
Oh, I mean, you know, I mean, Peter Tosh has to be my favorite for sure.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, he's above and beyond one of my favorites because that was the first reggae I ever heard. So, you know, one person that kind of stayed a little bit under the radar from the 70s and 80s was a singer by the name of Johnny Clark. You know, Move Out to Babylon was probably one of his biggest songs. He is in our best of for best reissue album called Creation Rebel, which was another big song for him, but it was basically like a compilation of all his best stuff. If you don't know Johnny Clark and you need the best introduction, this new Creation Rebel album is the one, reissued. Unbelievable. This is kind of one of the middle of the road songs. Not one of his biggest, not one of his smallest, but definitely one of his best. And Every Knee Shall Bow on New Muzik Mondaze, the best of 2018 Shok Wave.
Every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess on that day when Jah shall come. Every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess. follow you, and the bad you do, it will stay with you. Yes, the good you do, it will follow you, and the bad you do, it will stay with you. Every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess on that day when Jah shall come.
It's our reissue, our best reissue of 2018 from Mr. Johnny Clark, Every Knee Shall Bow, and that's from the Creation Rebel album. It was a reissue, and if you need any introduction to Mr. Johnny Clark, that is a great place to start. And if you already know him, it's definitely one to have in the collection. You'll probably have some of the songs on there because it's kind of like a best of. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was solid sound, I'd say.
Yeah.
Solid, you can tell he's from that older school.
For sure, for sure. Well, we're kind of sticking with that older sound, but this is the female artist of the year. And, just to show the quality of stuff we played on our first program, here is another repeat artist. This is one we played. It's a female out of London. She's got that old sound. She worked with Peckings, who's part of the Studio One crew. I think you might remember. This one's called No More Crying. Her name is Alicia Scott, that real soulful sound.
I remember her.
Yeah, she got a good sound, and she is our female artist of the year. And the sad part is, on this side of the world, they don't know her too well. She looks like she has a decent name over in Europe, in England, where she's from. So, No More Crying, Alicia Scott, female artist of 2018, according to Shok Wave and New Muzik Mondaze.
Inside
Bow, 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 bow. Not because you're over there and I'm here, I'm with you. My heart, my soul, the love lights keep burns deep within. My heart is with you, and my soul is with you. And the love we have goes on and on. So come on, let me take you home. Whenever when I hold you in my arms, you squeeze me tight and say, sugar, I miss your home. By the look in your eyes, I realize that you're coming from within. Your heart should be for me, and your soul could be with me. And the love we have goes on and on. Lord of mercy, bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Come on, baby. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. Not because you're over there and I'm here, I'm with you. My heart, my soul, the love lights keep burns deep within. My heart is with you, and my soul is with you. And the love we have goes on and on. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah.
It's New Muzik Mondays with the best of 2018 of Shok Wave, our weekly blog that covers all Caribbean music from reggae, dancehall, soca, calypso, ska, reggae, rock, and more. And we do it in any language. And we'll get to that in a second. But that is Mr. George Nooks. And I tell you, there's definitely a little bit of an old school vibe that I'm picking up on. You know what I mean? Between Black Uhuru, Alicia Scott. You know, you have to consider this is all new music. But there's definitely an older vibe with Black Uhuru, Alicia Scott. Now George Nooks, who used to be Prince Muhammad, he's made a return to the business in the mid-90s and has been going hard ever since. And this album was so good. It was another one that was in the running for Best Album of the Year. And this is one I totally made up a category. This is like a totally made up one so that there was some recognition being brought to it. We called it the Best Album of the Year by a veteran who isn't getting the respect he deserves.
That's a really long category title.
I know, right?
But I like it.
You know, and the thing is, we played the title track for you in our first edition. So this was the second strongest song, in my opinion, called Love Light, Mr. George Nooks. So it's like I just picking up on like a little bit of an older vibe.
It's the reggae revival, right?
I guess
We're
so.
still in it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Now, speaking of Caribbean music in other languages, this is what we call, this is our own category of what we call Latin and Spanish reggae. We call it Culcha Latino. And this was a great year, as we talked about earlier. And this next one is Culcha Latino Album of the Year, but it also had, this song was in the running for Culcha Latino Song of the Year, And if we were going to do a rhythm, the rhythm it's on was in the running for Rhythm of the Year. There were two big rhythms. This one, which is called the Primavera, and then they are, I Don't Know, was the other one. Is it English or Let Them Know? And that was by People T and the Forward Ever Band. Those were the ones, and we'll hear more from him because we got at least two things in Culture Latino. This is Busca off of the album, Culture Latina album of the year called Seguimos, track titled Busca. They also do a great rendition on this album of Tide is High. I do have to mention that. Great rendition. And what I like about them and a lot of the more Culture Latino bands and artists is they're mixing the English and the reggae and the Spanish. So this is the Ganja R family out of Barcelona, Spain. Busca, Primavera Rhythm, Seguimos album. Just good all the way around. And it is New Muzik Mondaze, best of 2018, Culture Latino, Big Bad and Bold. Tell them no, it's the hut. Who is it? Who is it? It's the Ganja R family.
Solo busca y no dejes de buscar. La vida solo tuya para vivirla entera. Busca y no dejes de buscar. Vinimos a este mundo a romper barreras. Busca y no dejes de buscar. Y al final encontrarás. Alright, busca, rebusca. La vida a veces asusta. Sé valiente y cambia todo lo que te disgusta. Babylon quiere imponer una mentalidad injusta. A nadie no le gusta, no. Busca en el camino si quieres encontrar una nueva razón para continuar. Agarra la mano del que quiera ayudar y suelta lo que te daña. Busca la felicidad y no te rindas jamás. Lucha por tus sueños sin temor y mira hacia atrás. Y verás todo lo conseguido. Live that for life por todo lo vivido. ¿Quién me iba a decir a mí que hoy iba a estar aquí? Que gracias a la música todo lo que iba a vivir. ¿Quién me iba a decir a mí todo lo que iba a conseguir? Intenta siempre ser feliz. Busca y no dejes de buscar. Todo lo que necesitas está afuera. Solo busca y no dejes de buscar. La vida es solo tuya para vivirla entera. Busca y no dejes de buscar. Vinimos a este mundo a romper barreras. Solo busca y no dejes de buscar. Y al final encontrarás. Y sigo positivo, sigo en mi camino. Y sigo buscando todo aquello que me mantiene vivo. Sigo y no paro hasta que lo consigo. Tú sé fuerte y juega vivo. Ey, y tú sigues siempre manteniéndote en pie. Friend, sigue positivo siempre. Y tú sigue y no pares de luchar por tu sueño. De tu vida tú eres el dueño. Yo, busca lo que te haga ser mejor de lo que fue ayer. Siempre hay cosas que aprender en esta aventura. Hay sitios que recorrer, más gente por conocer. Busca alguien que comparte toda tu locura. Ya sé que la vida a veces no está tan mal, pero hay que agradecer estar aquí igual. Aprovecha tu oportunidad y no la dejes escapar. Haz algo que se salga de lo normal. Busca y no dejes de buscar. Todo lo que necesitas está afuera. Solo busca y no dejes de buscar. La vida es solo tuya para vivirla entera. Busca y no dejes de buscar. Vinimos a este mundo a romper barreras. Solo busca y no dejes de buscar. Y al final encontrarás. Yeah, yeah.
New Muzik Mondays. It is a 2018 best of Shok Wave, our weekly blog at cultashok.com. Do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Yeah? Háblame.
Well, actually, I want to know how you say big tune in Spanish. You would say
Big tune would be like Canción Grande.
Canción Grande.
Canción Grande.
Do people say that?
No, not to my knowledge. Maybe. I mean, you know, that's a whole nother culture in its own, in within reggae music. You know, and we do a monthly called Culture Latino where we feature Spanish and Latin reggae music like this and bands as well, because there's quite a few of them. No, you ain't getting away that easy yet. As a predominantly English speaker, what do you think of music in this reggae music in another language?
Sometimes it's good to not be thinking too hard about what the words are. Just actually hear the sound.
Right. And that's what I focus on is the sound. Because even though I speak a lot of Spanish, I don't always understand all of it because, you know, and there's even Jamaican songs I don't understand all of it, you know what I mean? But you get the vibe, you get the meaning, you get the feeling. And, you know, music is that universal language. And that's what I'm trying to express by playing these other styles, these other, other languages in reggae, you know, because I play German, I play Italian, I play Portuguese, you know, I play all these other things. And this is what's one of the strengths. And there's just such a large market for the Latinos. South America is huge, probably one of the biggest markets in the world. And they all love reggae, and they especially like roots reggae. And now they got these guys like these, you know, and I mean, listen to these guys. They've got like this nice, sweet singer, the like cultural DJ, very similar to Jamaican style, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I like the combination. We were just talking about that off air, that it's a good combination of the rougher voice and the
yeah, you know, like the
sweet
Buju and
sounding.
Barris, you know, Buju and Barris or something, or Jixie King and Tony Curtis, you know, if you want to take it back. And it looks like I spoke too soon because our Culture Latino Song of the Year is one that I just mentioned from People T in the Forever Forward band and Let Me Know. That's the other one that was a big rhythm. That was the other one that was a big song, and it got the Song of the Year. And their album was also, it was basically between these two. That's why I didn't really, you know, I figured between these two categories it would kind of cover everything because they're both on the rhythms. They're both got the big songs. They both got good albums. So we'll give one to one and one to the other, whichever one was better. And that's what we did. So this is People T for Culture Latino Song of the Year. Let Me Know. This was actually in the running for Song of the Year. That's how much I like it.
Al que detener, me hace ser un vago que no va a aprender, me hace ver su juego para que entre en él. Cuando algo me cuesta mucho sé que elegí bien, hoy doy gracias a la vida por dejarme ver, ayudarme cuando era preciso y sin correr. Dio tiempo para ver, intentar crecer sin frenar y dejando entrar al saber. Let me know si es así. Que es extraño y lo que es normal. Ya no sé lo que es ficticio y lo que es real. Solo pienso en continuar en esta espiral. Puede que algún invierno vuelva a suceder, el calor entrando al anochecer, haciendo realidad lo que soñaste ayer. Pero no me confundo, sé qué quiero hacer. Por eso que siempre lucho sin pensar en vencer, teniendo de armas mis letras, mi música y mi fe. Una vez que ya consiga tenerte siempre, el cielo en vida y también suerte. Let me know si es así, acercándote a mí. Let me know y desistí para aguantar y poder vivir. Let me know y sentir, mi alma ya puede decir, el amor me hace más fuerte.
People T and Forever Band with Let Me Know, Culture Latino Song of the Year. And we're kind of going to start running through some of these, and some of them are getting a little outside of reggae. So our reggae fans sometimes don't have the patience that the others do because everybody seems to love reggae, but the diehards always get a little antsy. Anyway, our next one is Best Concept Album of the Year. And I love the name. It's called Punk Rock Steady from the Mad Caddies, and they are covering, I think, one of your old favorite songs from Green Day. Tell me if you remember this one. I think you will, but it's a whole album of old punk rock songs, or 90s. I guess, I don't know, is that oldies now? I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think that for some people they are, definitely. And but anyway, timely it is on that oldie side. This is the Mad Caddies. Tell me if you remember this song. This is from Green Day, and this is one of the best songs on the album, in my opinion. When you hear it and you know it, tell us.
She screams in silence, a silent riot penetrating through her mind. Waiting for a sign to smash the silence with a brick of self-control. Are you locked up in a world that's been planned out for you? Are you feeling like a social tool without a use? Well, scream at me until my ears bleed, and I'm taking heed just for you. She's figured out all her doubts were someone else's point of view. Waking up this time to smash the silence with a brick of self-control. Are you locked up in a world that's been planned out for you? Are you feeling like a social tool without a use? Well, scream at me until my ears bleed, and I'm taking heed just for you. Are you locked up in a world that's been planned out for you?
It's the best of 2018. New Muzik Mondaze, all subsidiary of Kulcha Shok's Shok Wave weekly musical blog on Caribbean music. And what's your thoughts on that? Kind of combining two of your favorite.
Yeah, no, I totally, I love it. I used to be really into punk rock. I actually used to play in a punk rock band. I played drums, but yeah, I totally recognize that song. We were having a hard time remembering the actual name of the track, but it's She's Gone.
She's Gone.
Yeah, by Green Day. So yeah, that's that old school Green Day. That's
The good
I love
Green,
it.
the good Green Day.
The good Green Day.
Yeah. Well, I'm a punk rocker too, so, but I probably go a little deeper. I'm like Agent Orange, Adolescents, Descendants, Bad
Oh,
Brains.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah, great stuff, to say the least. And kind of keeping it on that 90s vibe, this is one of the big turnarounds and the returns I talked about in ska. Real Big Fish came back with, probably, in my opinion, it's my favorite out. I wasn't into the punk ska so much. I loved Operation Ivy. They were the epitome of that, and they were the best, and they did it the best. But this is the best ska comeback and single. It's from Real Big Fish, and this one is called Ska Show. Go and read the review in Shok Wave, because this song, the lyrics really describe why we go to shows, why we do some of the things we do. It's very, very relative. It's a great song, and I think it's the best song that came out for a single and a comeback. We will get into ska album next on New Music Mondays for the best of 2018 Shok Wave.
Hey, everybody, let's go downtown to the ska show. There's a ska show, come on, let's go. Let's go. And sing and forget about everything. Don't wanna fight or cry, just have some fun before we die. And there's never any doubt, that's what it's all about. Hey, everybody, let's go downtown to the ska show. There's a ska show, come on, let's go. This invitation is for all. It doesn't matter who you are. It don't matter where you're from, 'cause everybody is welcome. And there's never any doubt, that's what it's all about. Hey, everybody, let's go downtown to the ska show. There's a ska show, come on, let's go. Hey,
let's go.
Let's go downtown to the ska show.
You ready to go to the ska show?
There's a ska show, come on, let's go.
You got your Doc Martens on?
And if we don't have fun,
Your pork pie hat?
what are we living for? If we don't have fun, then why are we here?
Yeah, just a fun song. Fun, good vibes. Yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say I still know how to skank, I think, but it's too late.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know.
Maybe you can show us.
Well, yeah, I mean.
All right, because we're going to do another ska song. This one's from Mr. Alphys, and he's a great singer. Kind of keeps that old school reggae vibe, and that's kind of what it is. The album's called Light of Day, and this one is called Feisty Rude. Best of 2018, Shok Wave's New Music Mondays. Got us some Jamaican style ska, kind of on the border of rocksteady.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
And yeah, you made it work. It wasn't quite fast enough to do your real skank, but
Oh yeah, the skank. Yeah, it was a little slow, but you know, I can skank at all speeds.
definitely we can see that now. All right, because like we said, it's a little slower. Here is what we call Pop Gone Reggae Best of 2018. Mae Mueller, never done a reggae song in her life. She did 2 on her new EP. out of London town, and kind of spoke to her about it. And she says she loves reggae, and she was stoked on us giving her this award, or not award, but this recognition of Best Pop Song Gone Reggae 2018. This one is called Busy Tone. And the crazy thing is she takes an old Jamaican rhythm called the Rockford Rock, does it over, and basically sings pop on it. Listen.
I got two phones, one of them's a flip phone, two ringtones, so when you're calling I know. For the most, I keep it on the down low. Two phones, here I keep one in the Vuitton. And just know, my eyes are on a prize, yo. Firm grip, yeah, it's never gonna slip, no. Yeah, you're pretty, but I do not have the time, so let go, cause my feelings are in flight mode.
How many times do I have to tell this guy, like, stop calling me?
Ring again, you'll get the busy time. Say, you can never get a hold of me. Take a hint, stop calling, please. On your bike now, bye-bye, be it's alright though. You'll be fine without me. You can never get a hold of me. Take a hint, stop calling, please. On your bike now, bye-bye, be it's alright though. You'll be fine without me. Don't post me all up on your page, bro. We ain't goals, never been to my house, no. So pipe down, why you being so loud? Or if you didn't know before, now you know now. I ain't got time for you, and boy, it makes you mad. Nothing
Ain't got time for boy, it makes me mad. Yeah, you're pretty, but I ain't got time for you.
Ain't that deep, boy, take a seat.
Do girls deal with that a lot?
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, baby, what's your name? You're kind of cute, you know that?
Hashtag me too.
What do you think of the song, though?
It's beautiful. Her voice is amazing.
Yeah.
I love her voice.
Yeah, great voice. And she kind of does, just so you know, she's more of a soul R&B pop kind of singer. And but I heard the song and I was like, wow, they did a great job. And she's got a pretty big producer, supposedly worked on some Sam Smith stuff, and, you know, big producer. And she's obviously got a talent. She's on the rise, so look out for Mae Mueller. So, all right, we're moving through them fast here, coming to the conclusion of this part of New Music Mondays, the best of 2018. Sea Lioness will have her top 5 coming up shortly. We've got maybe 2 or 3 categories left. This is an interesting one. The Americans kind of brought in the category, the subcategory called reggae rock, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you refer to it as American rock even.
American reggae.
I mean, excuse me, American reggae, yeah.
Right. So in this year's best song of reggae rock, I gave it to a Jamaican. So maybe this is the start of things coming full circle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've personally heard a lot of, even, I won't say which album yet, but one of the ones we're going to talk about, I think definitely, I've heard a lot of the Jamaican artists take on this reggae rock influence, for sure.
Yeah, you know, I think bands like Raging Fire, maybe even Jesse Royal, Earth Cry.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, well, I'll wait.
But, yeah, wait. They need some surprises.
Yeah, we need
kind
suspense.
Kind of put that element there. And this was, he did this as a duo. I know was going for the Grammy this year. Maybe it's going to be next year. Actually, I think it's next year because it's his new album he's working on right now. But he had a hit with this young lady, Felicia, called Call on Me. They also, I think they did Telephone Love. And this one, as good as those two were, I mean, I love Call on Me. I still play that song. Play Telephone Love today. This song was in my top 3 for 2018. And you know what I found out? What I realized after making this is I went through, because when you said you're going to do a top 10 or a top 5, every song that is a best of in its category is in my top 10 somewhere. Even the ska, even the soca would be in my top 10 songs for the year. And this was one of them. And this one was definitely top 3. It's Risk It All, Mr. Jock Cure, Felicia Ross. New Muzik Mondaze, the best of 2018. Shok Wave, baby. It goes like this.
People trying to separate the love, but they couldn't penetrate our trust. They try to pull the curtain down on us, but we're still here. Baby said they try to break us up, Tell them man I need to give it up. All I know is in the name of flow. This ain't no game. I was born to. Yes, I'm beside you. Risk it all for you. Go to work for you. Tell me that you never, ever leave me. This is what I made us say we'll never be. Do we love for you?
We can talk about our business all they want. Won't stop me from giving you this good love. You deserve it all, nothing to prove. I'm here doing it all for you. Not concerned with things that aren't about us. Tell them haters just to get it up. Gonna love you a long time, all of my life. There is no way.
Born to.
Or choice.
Yes, I'm beside you. Risk it all for you. Go to work for you. Tell me that you never, ever leave me. This is what I made us say we'll never be. Do we love for you? If they ever try to get at you, they will have to get to me too. I don't care what they try to do. I'm here doing it all for you. Baby, nasty, now we're still in love.
All right, it's Risk It All, Jock Cure, Felicia Ross. One of my favorite songs for 2018. And this is going to be the last one for me, but we've got a couple that overlap for C. Linus and myself. So this will be the last one that I kind of will introduce the last song. But this is Soca Song of the Year. I could not get enough of this song. K. Dean, this is a actual personal experience, and I think it's why it's so felt. It's more of that Afro Soca sound, and it's called Year of the Progress.
Say this year I'm moving forward. Can't afford to stay behind. For so long I'm in this battle, and I cannot see the light, no. Left foot going over the other. We getting there, no stop, stall off flat tire. We ready. All the shame and disgrace that we put away, no hiding under cover. We showing face. Nobody can stop this. Ain't stopping this fire. Rebuilding this fortress. And taking things higher. This is my time. Time to arise. This is the year of the progress. This is my time, and I'm gonna shine. This is the year of the progress. Let's go. Oh, you better have a vision.
Yes, it's our time. And it's the best of 2018, all courtesy of Shok Wave, our weekly musical blog. And this is New Muzik Mondaze. Our reggae singer of the year is also C. Lioness's #5 song for 2018, Mr. Romain Virgo. You want to introduce the tune, Big, Bad, and Bold. This is one of Jamaica's most underrated products.
Yeah, and this whole album for 2018 was amazing. The Lovesick album by Romain Virgo. He's just getting better and better. And this track is called Hold On.
Hold on to what you've got. Hold on to what you've got. Just remember where we've started. I know they only wanna see us spotted. So hold on to what you've got. Can't even remember when I felt like this. Feeling so much joy in my heart, oh what a bliss. Shot me with your love, girl, your arrow never miss. Making these moments for us to reminisce. It's the kind of love that I can't dismiss. You are #1, you top my wish list. And I know in the past I caused some heartache, but I don't wanna wait until it's too late. Before we realize what we have is so great. So hold on to what you've got. Hold on to what you've got. Just remember where we've started. I know they all wanna see us spotted, but hold on to what you've got.
All right, so that was Hold On by Romain Virgo. And actually, that was the album we were talking about. I was talking about that has a little bit of that reggae rock influence. If you want to listen to the album, you'll know what I'm talking about. The next one on my top 5 is my #4. It's Heaven by Jaw 9, extraordinary female artist out of Jamaica.
Mr. Harding. Tell me what you're ready for. Tell me what you're ready for. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. What is in an open road that should frighten you and make you lose your composure? The mind can be your greatest foe when you do not know what's lurking over your shoulder. But energy will light your way. It's not accidental in the life of a soldier. In this battle for a brighter day, it's of yourself you slay the things that try to hold ya. So just forget about the past mistakes and all that didn't take and all the non-believers. We side the ones who don't have what it takes. I love to war and trace so they cannot deceive us. The sun comes out to shine on every face, and in a blazing phase it strips away the pretense. They lose their way, trying to keep the pace while we effortlessly breaking down the fences. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. I don't know when I let
That was
it
Heaven, also known as Ready for the Feeling. I went to Jamaica earlier this year and I hadn't been in a few years. And imagine this, I don't know if you've heard of the Kingston Dub Club, but I know you have, but it's a beautiful club overlooking Kingston in the mountains. It's like a house that's cut out of the cliff in the mountains there. It's beautiful. And, you know, the DJ there was playing Jaw 9. He was actually playing the song Avocado. And that was just, I had this moment where I was like, she is so amazing. And ever since then, this whole year, I've been about John 9.
It's crazy because when you mentioned when we were playing the John 9 and that Avocado song came to my mind, and I still think that's one of her best songs. And that was like that was kind of like her first hit.
Yeah, it was a great song. This one that came out in 2018, Heaven. Also a great tune. My number 3 for 2018 is Protégé. We were just talking about him, how he was nominated for the Grammy. And this song is off that album, and it's called About Noon.
No, and this one I no play girl, you know I'm into. So tell me what you say, yeah. Bang, bang. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work and tell them about noon. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work and tell them about noon. Hey, I've been thinking about you daily. Putting you in positions that drive you crazy. My provisions stack up, it accumulating. See what you're facing, you know this ain't no plaything. This a baby in a playpen. Don't back off when time me regulating. Current a flow direct, we alternating. That's why your globe so bright, you go on with beatings. And I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work and tell them about noon. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work and tell them about me. Catch a prophecy. Pikachu on top of me, are your property. So cycle on it properly, you have the quality. So you get the monopoly, that a policy. So be sure, no probably, which place you wanna be. You won't face monotony. One call and me dip on your base like Odyssey. Supreme logically, wake up to the morning tea with harmony. Wouldn't be an oddity, see. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work on, call your work on. I've been waiting for you, my lady. I'll be on my way to you soon. All through night till morning, don't leave me. Call your work and tell them about noon. And girl, I love how you move, manipulate it. I'll let you do what you do, facilitate it.
All right, that is a fire tune from Protégé, About Noon. And my number 2 song for 2018, it was a debut song. It's produced by Yodcore, and it's, I believe, the first track he's officially recorded and released. And it features Kabaka Pyramid and Shanique Marie. It's called No Fanky Fanky.
I may say one to style. When we stepping on the dance, yeah. I miss that rubber dub style, eh. When we stepping on the dance, yeah. Every time them see me come around, every time them see me come around, won't lock off the sound. Every time them see me come around, every time them see me come around. Fanky, fanky, no coming on the dance with no fanky, fanky. Real naughty dreads and me don't want no renty. Man them a skunk and the woman them plenty. All great sense, see me get it from Senti. Fanky, 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 fanky. No coming on the dance with no fanky, fanky. Real naughty dreads and me don't want no renty. Man them a skunk and the woman them plenty. All great sense, see me get it from Senti. Fanky, fanky.
Differently, she want the professional, she don't want no prenty. High grade stench on the suit when me spend fi. Happy well clean in the baby residency. Say she love the Rasta man, live it immensely. Because everything me do it well lengthy. She say me coulda do a 7-term presidency. Remember the 3-hour show a triple century. Stage show ram up and me have to tell them fi.
No coming on the dance with no fanky fanky. Real naughty dreads, say me don't want no renty. Man them a skunk and the woman them plenty. All great sense, see me get it from Senti. Fanky, 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 fanky. No coming on the dance with no fanky, fanky. Real naughty dreads, say me don't want no renty. Man them a skunk and the woman them plenty. All great sense, see me get it from Senti. Fanky, fanky.
Hey. Hey, 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 hey. From you a fenke, you fi take way. Listen, Kabaka P him a the boss DJ. Can of them not original like clocks these days. I she clear but steaming at the dance, yeah. And the day I set a weed up on them stock, yeah. Yard poor, big up the real ganja farmer. From a bush, them a bun and this we call that fenke.
No coming on the dance with no fenke. Real naughty dreads, so me don't want no rent. Man, them a skunk and the woman them plenty. I great sense, me get it from Sente. Fenke. No.
All right, you guys, we're coming to my number one for 2018, and it just so happens to also be the Shok Wave New Artist of the Year for 2018, and she is very close to my heart. She is Original Coffee, and she is straight out of Kingston, and she was discovered when, or I say discovered loosely, she made a song for Usain Bolt, and she released it on social media, and he shared it, and she just blew up. So from there, it's been a whirlwind kind of phenomenon happening. She's recorded some tracks. They're amazing. She's been, I've heard people say, future of reggae, you know, hottest new artist. This song that we're about to play is called Ragamuffin.
And also one of my top songs for the year, and big artist. This is a big artist, only 18 years old, and trust me, big things for this girl.
Yeah, keep a lookout for this one.
Frankie Music.
Frankie, ragamuffin reggae beat, dance all on the street, can't stall nor defeat. 2030 we still a do it. Every stage show we still a keep. Every big song them a repeat. Them a respond in a them feet. Them a clap hands skin on them teeth. Make them heart attack in my altar back. Enough style we have, them can't alter that. Me start a track and them start attack. So what them a gonna do right after that? Me only spit lyrics, not really talk a lot, and I know touchdown like quarterback for my count up. The money give me half of that. Me coulda do it for the hype, but me rather not. It give me joy if you write rhyme pan beat. Lay down like white line pan street. Music sweet, I just like one treat. Drop it hotter than island heat. Yeah, me with the island floor. It coulda be digital, I don't know. Hear some people say I don't grow. Tell them hold on, cause time go show. Kick it like a ballatelli. You say me look better pan a telly. Give me the world and me a go shelly. That I'm a dream with the sun and Nelly. Give me the rhythm and chop it a chop. When me finish if it a drop. No say my voice have a proper pan that. But my name sit on a flat and attack. I the reggae music, causing the commotion. When the music hit me, coming like a potion. Why? Alright. Yeah, me have the waves, never stuck in the ocean. Coffee have a style, them smoother than a lotion. Why? I know everybody got the keys, but me have it with me seat. Give Caesar what for Caesar, give the youth them a feature. What I go on to Jamaica, Parliament on the paper. Forget the youth them the cater, that's why the country not safer. Here say the guns them pile out here, here not much make a smile out here. Here say the youths them wild out here, money can't run for a mile out here. Here say the government vile out here, get a tears long of an aisle out here. Youths are in a last file out here, that's why them send for a child out here. Me humbly no, but me hype on the beat. Look out for coffee, me life on the street. Me have 5 feet, but me sharp like teeth. Coffee me name, so I'm bound with heat. Me take the heat and me melt with the ice in a politician. And me them start pay price, juvenile mouth out, no flag plain rice. Go for any politician when I play nice. I the reggae music, causing the commotion. When the music hit me, coming like a potion. Why? Alright. Yeah, me have the waves, never stuck in the ocean. Coffee have a style, them smoother than a lotion. Why?
Probably the biggest thing for 2018, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we got to see her in at Wynwood Yard live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was this year, right?
Yeah.
It was an amazing show.
Yeah, definitely probably the biggest thing. And, you know, if I had to pick a number one without sitting down and calculating it, I would probably say this would probably have to be my number one song, too.
All right, we're in agreement then.
Yeah, so, you know, because I think about how much I played it, how much influence it had, how well it went, how much style she's got, what she's doing. The girl's got 3 songs out there that were officially released. The Usain was just a media thing. And, you know,
she's blown up.
Yeah, she's working on the album right now. So big things for her.
And at 18 years old, the maturity she has to really present herself well when she's performing. And she's something special for sure.
Of course, you can catch all this stuff. The blog is called Shok Wave at kulchashok.com/blog. And then, of course, we're going to have this, my YouTube under Kulcha Shok Muzik, and she can tell you her information and where we can find the playlist and all that stuff as well.
Yeah, if you guys check out Cocoa Beach Reggae, I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well as cocoabeachreggae.com. And I'm also going to post these playlists on my Spotify account, again under Cocoa Beach Reggae, my Apple Music account, which is under Courtney Wolfgang, that's my real name, and also on YouTube, Cocoa Beach Reggae, I'm going to post this playlist. So you guys check it out.
All right, it's New Muzik Mondays, the best of 2018. All a subgenre of Shok Wave, which is our weekly musical blog covering all aspects of Caribbean music, from reggae, dancehall, soca, calypso, ska, reggae, rock, and more. And we do it in any language. Much love. Thanks for supporting reggae music. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. The love and the reggae music. Boom, bam.